All right, y'all. This be your boy Scotty. It's time for a lit live, aka Yes for the Mess live. Y'all already know what it gives. You make sure to like the video on your way in, and not only do you need to like the video on your way in, but also be sure to put a fiery emoji in the chat so you can light this chat up. Let me know your presence is in, and we will get to it. Okay. Now, without any further ado, before we even start this lit live tonight, we will be talking about Tasha K's official statement. Yes, this will be the topic of the night. We will be taking calls tonight. The limit for each call would be 5 minutes and 5 minutes only. I don't like once that timer go off, we done. Okay. Once that timer go off, we done. I don't want to just drop you off like Armand do you now. Cause I see him do it all the time. I don't want to drop you down like Armand do, but yeah, 5 minutes, 5 minutes only because I gotta work in the morning at 7 a.m. And I also got some more videos to do for tomorrow while I am at work. So with that being said, before we get into the lit live tonight, let's start with the promo for one of my panel shows that you guys know and love that is coming back soon. Let's get into it. Now, y'all already know what time it is. It is time for the mess, and it's time for a hashtag lit live. Be sure to come into the chat. Be sure to like the video on your way into the chat, and also be sure to put some fiery emojis down in that chat and light this chat up because it's time for me to take calls tonight. It's time for us to get into what we really need to get into tonight. We'll be up here for about a good 45 minutes, you know what I'm saying? 45 minutes to an hour, we'll be up here. I'll be taking phone calls and all that stuff. We'll be interacting with the people in the chat. We'll be doing it all. So with that being said, let's get into it. What's going on, y'all? 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 Y'all done had me working all day, okay? Like from the moment I got back from the dentist, I supposed to have been in the bed, sleep. I supposed to have been laying down. I supposed to have been resting. But y'all got me up working tonight, okay? Y'all really do got me working tonight, okay? Y'all got me working. Y'all got me working. Y'all got me working. But I ain't complaining. I ain't doing none of that, okay? Like, I literally did 2 Yes for the Mess videos earlier. Got done with that. Did an interview with Jamar just now. And as soon as I got done with the interview with Jamar, I jumped right back up for you guys because I already knew that you guys wanted me to go live. Now, I know a million people are going live right now. I know that Wiley is live right now. I know Conscious TV is live right now. I know Jamie That's Me went live earlier tonight. So, hopefully y'all tune in to me or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So we about to get right on into this thing tonight. As you guys already know what's been going on. Like I said, as you come into the chat, like this chat up with fire. Like this chat up with fire and like this video and share this video. Tell anybody you need to come tune in to Scotty by Nature TV. Yes, indeed. And if you are a brand new subscriber, no, if you aren't subscribed and you're tuning in to me tonight, be sure to subscribe right now. Guess what? I just hit 29K today. Yes, indeed. So shout out to me. Shout out to the Team Scotty family. Shout out to everybody that's just now finding me. Shout out to everybody that's just now getting in tune to me. Shout out to all of you guys, because if it wasn't for y'all, I would not be here. Yes, I am now at 29K and 30K is on the way. Okay, so if I keep doing what I'm doing and going the way that I'm going, I'll get there. Okay, I definitely get there. Okay, so without any further ado, with that being said, okay, let's talk about it. So we already know what's been going on in the news. All week. We already know what's been going on. We all been talking about it. We already know that Tasha K lost her case with Cardi B. She's owing over $4 million in damages with this situation, okay? And tonight, Tasha K made a official statement. She said that this would be her first and only statement that she is going to make in regards to this case, okay? Now, listen, I know that I probably sound different. My mouth probably looks a little different. Today, they put temporary crowns in my mouth. So my teeth look kind of big right now. And my lisp is already heavy, but it's really heavy now that they put these teeth in my mouth. So yes, indeed, yes, indeed, yes, indeed, child. Yes, I'm still perfecting my smile. Yes, I am. It's been a 2-year journey, but I'm perfecting my smile. I've come a very long way from where you probably seen me at a couple of years ago. Okay, so the smile is still being perfected. Y'all say I'm handsome, but I'm trying to get handsomer. And I know that's not a real word, but yes. So I was listening to Tasha K. Y'all know that I love Tasha K. Y'all know that. And I was watching her video because I wanted to know what she was gonna say. I wanted to know what her statement was going to be. I wanted to know exactly what she was going to say, what she was going to put out there, what she was going to tell the people. That's what I wanted to know. That's what I want to know. But when I listen to it, it's like, Tasha, this is not what I thought this would have been. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm listening to it and I'm thinking, like, she's going to take a different approach after everything that's been going on with this case, after everything that she's been going through with this case, after the way she's been taking a beating by the media and all of this other stuff. I was just sitting here thinking about it, and I was like, you know, maybe she's going to come in and, she's going to do this in a different way, like move on in a different manner. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I thought this was going to be. But it wasn't. And I was kind of disappointed. You know how you like somebody and, you think that they've learned from certain things, but when you look at the way they handle it, you don't really like the way that they handle it. And I think that's just what it was. I'm not saying that she had to, one thing she did stand in what she did, but the thing of it was, to me, it's like, you're making it sound like it's a race issue, and that's the same thing that everybody else that supports her has been going around saying, is that this is a race issue. Y'all trying to take down a black woman, y'all trying to do this, y'all trying to do that. And I just don't see it as a black woman thing. We're trying to take down black women. We're trying to dog her out. We're trying to do, like, I don't see it like that. I just don't see it like that at all. And we can say that it's a freedom of speech thing, but yes, we do have freedom of speech, but there are consequences to your freedom of speech when, when malicious things have been said about a person. You know what I mean? Oh, trust me, if you got a lot to say, just know that the phone lines will be open. I'm just doing a briefing right now, but the phone lines will be open. If you guys have stuff to say, please say it up here tonight. Yes, you can stay in it. Yes, if you don't want to come up here, you can stay in the chat and say what you got to say. But baby, these phone lines will be open for you guys to call in and say what you got to say. And also, no cursing. I want to get my coin. No cursing, okay? No cursing. Okay, so I just feel like, for me, it wasn't no accountability being taken, and I just felt as though, like girl, just show some redemption. I just wanted her to show some redemption. I wanted to see if she really learned from this, because it's bad enough that she lost the case, and I thought that it was bad enough that she lost the case, that she got to pay all this money back, and then she's looking bad in the media. You know what I mean? And there are people, because let me tell you something. Regardless of how I feel about the way that she's handling the case and all of this other stuff, regardless of that, I still feel like there are people that really wanted her to go down. Like, there are people that wanted her to fail in this situation. You know what I'm saying? There are people out there that did want her to fall. That's facts. There are people out there that wanted her to fall. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want her to fall, but at the same time, I wanted there to be some type of lesson at some point in time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like there was no lesson learned. There was no accountability being taken. I felt like she could have taken some type of accountability. I mean, she said it was freedom of speech, and she was making it seem like, they were trying to tear her down just because she's black. But I feel like she would have had a chance at winning the case had she not admitted that she knew it was a lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, she admitted that she knew it was a lie. So once somebody sue you for defamation and you're a blogger and you're putting out stuff about people, and then you turn around and then you say, I knew it was a lie, that's it. They're gonna chew you up and spit you out. That's what they're gonna do. They're not gonna see it no other way. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I see it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I looked at it. Like, I knew that she was gonna lose once it was put out there that she said, "Oh, I knew I was lying. I knew it was malicious. I knew it was all lies. I knew that I put it out there, to get clicks and views. I already knew that." You know what I'm saying? So once she said that, I'm like, okay, she lost this case, child. Like she lost it. Period. You know what I'm saying? So right now, I'm gonna go into the comments right now for a second until I get ready to bring in the call-ins. I didn't like how she ended on her channel. It's all about lives being messy and malicious is uplifting. Oh my God. Be careful with them temporary crowns, boo. Listen, I am very careful. I'm going to have these temporarily in my mouth for 3 weeks. So I know I got to be extra careful with them. And I am like on pins and needles. Like, anything that I eat is very soft. It's just, I'm scared, child. I'm scared. But this is what happens when you're trying to get a good smile. That just what happens, child. Yeah. So that's the thing. I just think that if she would have just taken the videos down, it wouldn't have been an issue. That's what I think. I think it wouldn't have gone this far had she just taken down the videos. Just put her pride and her ego aside and just be like, okay, bro, I'll take the videos down. Like, I ain't trying to pay you all this money. I ain't trying to be going to court with your ass for years and years at a time. Like, I ain't trying to do that. I ain't trying to do none of that. You know what I'm saying? So, no. Like, so I just take the videos down. It's just like with the situation with me. When Shakana was going around taking down people's videos that was talking about her, during the Sabrina Peterson case, and I got this whole email from the YouTube legal team and all of this other stuff. I was just like, they wanted me to blur her image. They wanted me to do. I said, you know what? I'm not gonna do all that. I'm just gonna delete the damn video. Like, it ain't that fucking serious. I'll just delete the video. Like, I ain't got time for all of that stuff. Shakana don't want me to talk about her, then it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I take the video down. Now, anytime I talked about her, I just decided to rename her as Teletubby. You know what I'm saying? Whenever I talk about her. Now, I don't know if it's to the point to where I can't talk about her at all. But in that particular moment, she was going around flagging everybody's videos. Like, she had her lawyers going around flagging anybody that reported on the story about her involvement with Sabrina Peterson and Tiny and T.I. and all that other stuff. So, I just took the video down. Like, I ain't have time for that. So it is what it is, child. Yeah, her. That happened to me last year. I think it will. In so many ways. I think it will too. I don't disagree with that. I see. This case has zero to do with freedom of speech. Did the government come after TK? No. FOA is about government citizenship. This was a civil matter. Yeah? That's true. That's very true. Okay, so we're going into 17 minutes. So because I'm really trying to do this, trying to get this on out the way because I got other videos to do, and I'm not trying to be up all night because I do got to be at work early in the morning, and I'm trying to be on time. I'm really trying to be on time. However, I'm about to put the link down below. Okay, I'm about to put the link down for you guys to come in and call in and say what you got to say and give your thoughts and your opinions on this case, and give your thoughts and opinions on what she said in her video, in her statement. I want to hear everything. I'm not saying that y'all got to sugarcoat yourselves because you don't. I'm not here to police anybody, but at the same time, I definitely need for you to not curse. Try not to curse. Okay, and if you do curse, don't say the MF word, but I just prefer you not to curse. Just be very clean, cut, and direct with what you say. Please adhere to the time limit, please. The time limit is 5 minutes. Once this timer goes off, let the next person speak. And you can drop off and let the other person speak. Because I'm gonna bring it depends on how many callers it is. Like if it's 3 callers at the same time, I'm gonna put them all up on the screen at once. Let one person go at a time. Give them their 5 minutes. Then you get off. Then get the next person in 5 minutes. Then you get off. The next person. That's how we're gonna do it. So let me set this timer right now, so you guys can be ready. Okay, okay, let's do it. My do not disturb is on. Let me turn it off so I can hear the timer when it goes off. All right. So yeah, and don't put cursing words in the chat either. Please be very mindful about your cursing words. Please be what word am I looking for? Creative with your curse words, okay? And since Wayne Mills said that in my chat, how about I make him one of my mods too? I have a lot of mods, but a lot of my mods are from back in the gap and they don't be on my lives like that. But I want to send a special shout out to Sheik Avant, because she really be from page to page helping me and Terrence and Josiah out. So I really appreciate that. So since Wayne Mills said that, I'm gonna go ahead and make him a mod. And now Wayne Mills is a mod. I just made him a mod. I have 2 people in the back. I need one more person right now. The lines are open. Be sure to adhere to the limit, which is 5 minutes when the timer goes off. And that's when you go off when the timer goes off. I need one more person back here. I only got 2 people. I need one more person. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why you don't get no notifications for live videos, but you're not the only one that don't get them. Okay, you're not the only one that don't get them. If you want to come up to tell your opinions, please click the link down. Sheikah Vunt will be rotating the link right now. And also, for those of you that's calling in, if you don't want to show your face, you ain't got to show your face. Like if you want to show your face, go ahead. I don't care. But if you don't want to, I'm not forcing you to. That's why I think some people don't come up here because they think they got to show themselves and they really don't have to. But so I need one more person. There we go. All right, so here we are about to put everybody up here at the same time. For those of you that's not speaking, put yourselves on mute, please, so we can hear everybody. Okay, so we gonna start this thing off. I see one more person in the back. I'm gonna get to you, Tracy. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Okay, so let me see. Okay, let me put it. Okay, so we're gonna start off with ranting with Ricardo. Okay, so let me go ahead. Go ahead. You can go ahead and say what you got to say. Go right ahead. I'm gonna turn the timer on. Go ahead.
Okay, well, first of all, congratulations on the 29K and that
Thank you.
beautiful smile.
Oh, thank you. It ain't finished yet, but I got.
It's getting there. Okay, take all the compliments. Okay, just take them.
Go ahead.
I don't hand them out to everybody now. With this Tasha K thing, like I don't know the lady, she don't know me, but based off what this statement was, that ego of hers is never going to allow her to take accountability for what she did. And I want everybody to hear this when I say it. I'm going to say it very clearly. This was not a race thing. This was not trying to take down a black woman. This was not payola in the machine. What happened was Tasha's lawyers was trash. Any real lawyer would have told you, don't you get on that stand and admit nothing. Deny to the day you die. If you're going to do it, skirt around the truth. Tell just enough to not get yourself in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what she did. She got up there and said, I knew it was a lie. And that right there was the final nail in her coffin. On top of all the evidence that was given to her. On top of that, it wouldn't have gotten to this point. Again, if when she was sent the cease and desist, if she would have taken the videos down, just like Cardi wanted. She didn't want nothing else. Didn't want no money, didn't want nothing else. Just take the videos down. Because you sat up here and blatantly lied about this woman having an STD or STI. Not caring about her health, not caring about her safety.
Go
You
ahead.
sat up here and lied. You sat up here and lied about this woman. So yeah, it was a cause and effect situation. Cause you lied, she sent you a cease and desist. You said, well, I don't care. I'm gonna keep these videos up. And now look where you are. You owe this woman $4 million. What else do you expect to do? You don't want to take accountability for it. It wasn't a race thing. And for anybody's like, oh my God, this is an attack on freedom of speech. It's not. You can say whatever you want with your freedom of speech, but don't think that you can sit up here and lie about people and then they're not going to come back at you. Defamation cases happen every single day. You just don't see it
Mm-hmm.
because it's not as broadcast as this was. Cardi has been going at multiple blog sites, multiple blog pages. Tasha's not the only one. She went at the Shade Room. They just recently started posting her. She been going at the Neighborhood Talk. This is nothing new. This only hurts YouTubers if y'all get up here and lie. If you don't cite your sources. The only way they're going to be able to sue you for defamation is if you're getting up here and blatantly lying. Y'all got to realize that this was not an attack on Tasha. Tasha attacked somebody else with lies and then got in trouble for it. Just like anybody else would. And depending on what type of situation you are in, sometimes it gets physical, sometimes it gets verbal, and then sometimes, like this we see here, it went to the law, it went to court, she got in trouble, now she owes somebody money. And now she wants to skirt around responsibility, taking accountability, and until today, those videos were still up. And again, this would have been avoided. I have to stress this. If she would have just taken those videos down when she was asked. But that ego was not going to let her do that. Because to her, who is Cardi B? She's nothing to me. I can say whatever I want to say because this is my platform. I have freedom of speech, which everybody likes to throw out. Well, when your freedom of speech causes you to lie on people, I hope you understand that people will do anything to make sure you're not finna drag my name through the mud. That's all I got to say because they don't believe what they want to believe.
All right. Well, thank you for coming up as usual, ranting with Ricardo. Thank you for coming up. I definitely appreciate it. And next up, please say your name for me because I cannot pronounce it. Thank you for coming up. I cannot say your name, child. Please say it for me.
It's Annalise. You say it, Elise.
Okay.
Elise. I'm from the Caribbean, so I might have to disagree with the first caller, which I'm subscribed to her. Um, she might have a chance in support Supreme Court because Supreme Court is about the command. If I'm not mistaken, commandments. So
Mm-hmm.
your rights. I'm more into Dutch law, so I know more about that background. But she does have a point in that she made a mistake. It's a lesson to be learned here. But I do disagree about the part of accountability because most people think that accountability aligned also with saying I'm sorry. She talked about accountability. She said I did lie, but she's not gonna be sorry for it. But by the way, Cardi handled it. The way Cardi handled it is okay. I'm gonna take you to court and pay $1 million so I can prove you that you're wrong to make a point. Which
Mm-hmm.
at that moment when she took it to the law, I said maybe Tasha is right. Maybe you do have a STD. That is my viewer's perspective.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't care about the lie. I think it's about Tasha is about the entertainment. You know when you go on the show, you got some giggles and that, and you know most of them 90% or maybe 10% is not true.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. So and to be honest, this was actually Cardi wanted to this to let it go away. It didn't go away. This lasted for four years. You see now, Tasha is at $1 million, 1 million subscribers. She's getting more press right now. So who's pressed? You know,
Mm.
that's all I'm about to say.
All right then. Well, thank you for coming up. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
All righty then. Next up is one of my damn, I keep on putting the wrong people up here. I'm trying not to let nobody jump nobody in line. You know how you in the cafeteria line and somebody just keep jumping you? I'm just putting people in front of people, and I'm trying not to do that. But next up is Melanie Manson. I know that she's been watching me for a long time, and she had my back when I was over there in Wiley's chat when that troll kept trying to come for me, child. So I appreciate you, girl. So
Of course, I love your channel. And excuse me,
thank
guys, if you hear my baby crying. So, I just wanted to say a few things. One, I want to start with the fact that I need Black women to have a little more control over who we allow to place us in certain positions on the internet because y'all keep falling for people to pull the okey doke on y'all because they Black, and that is very concerning for me because the baby did the exact same thing to y'all because he set up there, gaslit the woman he chose to have a baby with. He chose to let her make that song about being the right skin or whatever it was. He was in the comments putting in little yellow circles. And then fast forward to today, he gets on live and tell y'all she trying to take down a Black man and y'all dragging her because he knew y'all felt some type of way about her. That is the exact same thing that just happened today. This woman got y'all all riled up because she showed y'all tweets. Just a second, baby. She showed y'all tweets about Cardi B supposedly talking about Black women. And my thing is, yeah, the tweets I saw were gross, but I was never able to tell was the tweets about people being Black or was the tweets just because that's stuff that people say. People call people roaches from what I was seeing in the tweets from New York. There are multiple people, even black women, saying the same thing, who are saying that they don't even support her. So my issue with this whole thing is, at this point, it have nothing to even do with Cardi B. My issue is, I am tired of these celebrities making something as important as the plight of black women be so trivial. That's disgusting. People like Nicki Minaj and Meg The Stallion and all these people want to use the term protect black women, but then want to do things that only benefit them. That's not protecting us. You're asking us to protect you, and that's cool, but ask for that. Ask me to protect you. Don't make me believe that I'm protecting me when it's really only beneficial to you. Because nothing about supporting a liar is beneficial to you when you're saying something like somebody should be able to lie legally. That makes no sense, because that means the person down the street can say that you have the same thing, and you gonna be like, oh, it's okay because they have freedom of speech. Like, that literally make no sense. Listen to what y'all saying sometimes, and then y'all saying stuff like Cardi B should be in jail because of what she said about drugging and raping men. I think that's disgusting. And if she did that, and if somebody come out and say she did that to them and they got the proof, yeah, she did should go to jail. But there's no way for us to prove that that ever even happened. She could have just been saying that to be stupid and get clout, because that's what people do. Let's be honest here. And at the end of the day, if we want people to go to jail just because they said they did something, a lot of people about to go to jail, and it's going to be used against us as black people. Y'all out here trying to stick it to the man and stick it to the taco lady, as y'all in ignorant comments saying. Like, how are
Oh,
y'all saying things like that in support of black people? How are you trying to go around the world talking about taco lady this and disrespecting people in that manner, but you want people to respect us? That's not how you get respect as black people. You get respect as black people by holding ourselves accountable for the things that we do.
oh, ooh, ooh, oh my lord. What happened? I wasn't ready for you
Oh,
to be done.
I'm sorry. Just give me 1 second. My baby wanted something. I didn't want to keep putting them on hold. So someone else could go. I'll stay up.
Okay, Tracy, you can go ahead.
Hey, Scotty.
Hey,
What she said a mouthful, so I
yes, she
was
did.
tuned in because she said the truth. I'm I'm gonna be real quick. So she get on a stand, she admit to lying, and then she make a video saying that the machine make that make sense because the math ain't mathing. No accountability nowhere. I understand that people want to support her, but I'm sorry, it may be harsh. I don't feel sorry for her because she blatantly understands what she's doing. I think she's getting a high off of the fact that everyone is talking about her.
Mm.
And she has this ego that's so big that it's gonna be her downfall if she don't humble herself. I hate to say it, but it's the truth. Yeah, she got people that's gonna follow her, but a lot of people only really following her and looking at her to just try to see what they can see. But I don't think they really gonna support her like that. If you want me to be honest with you, because a lot of people that watch her don't follow her. Yes, she got 1 million followers, but a lot of them are not her Patreon followers or whatever else that she have her website. So who's to say how many people have definitely unsubscribed when it comes to the Patreon and the website? Only thing I gotta say is hopefully at some point she do have a real moment with herself and look herself in the mirror and take accountability for what she did and how she caused damage to someone else's family before you can try to have us as black women, as people are trying to say, feel sorry for her. I don't feel sorry for her. I'm sorry. I just don't feel sorry for her. I think it's comical. I think it's crazy. And I just was dumbfounded. I don't even think I finished the whole video. I maybe got to like 5 minutes and I told myself, what at this point, I know where this video is headed.
I
I
turned
don't
it
want to
off
subject
too.
myself to I don't want to subject myself to this anymore. And I was done. So yeah, that's all my opinion is on that. Take accountability for once, Tasha K. I'm sorry. Just take accountability for once. And
humble yourself, lady. Because if you don't, you're gonna be your biggest downfall. I promise you that. But thank you, Scotty. Have a great night, honey.
All right, you too. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you for coming up.
You welcome.
Um, the truth, you are next. You are next. Go ahead.
Hello, everyone.
All
So
right.
I have kind of a little bit of an unpopular opinion. So I remember when all of that was happening with Tasha K and she was releasing those videos on Cardi B. And I think that, I hope you guys can hear me. I really think that Tasha, along with myself and other people, saw how much influence Cardi had over a lot of these YouTubers and said that I'm not going to be one of those YouTubers that are under her control. So I'm going to expose her every chance that I get. There's a part of me that believes that Tasha actually does believe what she said tonight, and there's a part of me that does believe in what Tasha said tonight. I don't think I recall her mentioning that they were trying to take down a black woman, but she may have said that. But I did hear her speak about a machine. And the reality is, Cardi and a lot of these celebrities, they do have machines behind them. And I think, that's the reason why Cardi, along with other celebrities, they don't receive a lot of punishment or backlash for their behavior. So she's protected along with these other celebrities. And I think that Tasha did see that. People were saying that Tasha lied. I didn't follow the case closely, but from what I recall, Tasha did an interview with Star Marie, and Star Marie was saying making those statements about Cardi B. So if I interview your roommate and your roommate says that you have an STD, I don't understand how exactly I'm liable for that. Um, but I don't know how the legal system works. I know that Cardi, she did admit to drugging and robbing her Johns, and Tasha K did report that she was a prostitute. So I'm not exactly sure how that's a lie either. The bottom
Can
line
I
is
say
that
something
Cardi.
to that?
Okay, but let me finish real quick. I won't be on here longer, but I do think that the bottom line is that Cardi is a celebrity, which automatically gives her an advantage because we, as a culture, worship at the feet of celebrity. Her money is way, way longer than Tasha K. I do think that Tasha K should have thought about that ahead of time. And most of the time, the people with the better lawyers win. Doesn't necessarily mean that you're innocent. Ask OJ. The jurors, they know who Cardi B is. Um, she is a person that has been painted out to be a former gang member who somehow has become America's sweetheart, and that has worked to her advantage. I do think this is an attempt to control YouTubers and the information that you all do report on celebrities. Today is Cardi B suing Tasha K. Tomorrow to be Portia Williams suing YouTubers. I think this case is a slippery slope. It's a slippery. I'm telling you, it is a slippery slope to censorship. And I just think that YouTubers should be very careful and about what it is that they say from now on, because I think that this is going to really embolden celebrities to come after people on social media. I don't really know if Tasha K is going anywhere. She does have a lot of supporters. I saw all the donations that were coming in her live tonight. So that's my opinion.
All righty then. Well, thank you for coming up. The truth, I appreciate it. Before I let Girly Mall say what she had to say, I know that Melanin wanted to respond to what you said. Hold on.
Yeah, so I just wanted to talk about as far as like some details of the case, because what I'm seeing is a lot of things are getting like lost in translation and over time, because it's seeming that some of the people who have been watching Tasha K came, I guess, like, later on after she had already started what she was doing with her. So one of the things that I remember from the Star Marie situation was I vividly remember Star Marie telling the story about the herp situation, but she was saying that she was like into herbalist stuff, and she was trying to help her find a holistic way to get rid of like cold sores. So that is what Star Marie said. Tasha K said something completely different over and over and over again. And then when people was bringing up,
What
oh
did she
well,
say?
she said she had herpes, and when people, that's those are two different
Oh,
things. And
okay.
at one point, she
Cold sores and
literally,
herpes. I thought cold sores was
no,
a
there.
was a
I'm
form of herpes simplex.
it's two different things. You can get them two different ways. Having genital herpes or oral transmitted, sexually transmitted herpes is completely different than a baby getting a cold
Um,
sore. Like it's different.
I
So
thought that
that's
the
why
medical
it's an
term
issue.
for cold sore was herpes.
It's two
That's
different
just what I thought.
simplex. Yeah, and I'm telling you, it's two different
Herpes
simplexes.
simplex.
Yeah, it's two
Okay, but it
different
is
things.
herpes though, right?
Okay, it is
The
herpes, but
medical
to
term is herpes.
insinuate, it's two different medical terms. And what she said out of her mouth was, and I'm not talking about cold sores. She literally said, and I'm not talking about cold sores. At that point, that argument went out of the window and she was no longer able to use it in court. She allowed herself
Mhm.
to get caught up in her grandeur of who she was becoming and who she wanted to be, that she started to shoot herself in the foot, because she really could have beat this case if she wouldn't have got in her feelings and started saying things like, and I ain't talking about cold sores, and this ain't no
So do you
allegedly.
think
How
that
many times have y'all heard her say that?
Tasha should have specifically said what type of herpes she had in order to
No,
make
the
it
girl, what
clear?
she should have done was interviewed her how she interviewed her and allowed that woman to say the things that she was saying. You don't need to say the things that the interviewee already said. And then after the interview is over, why are you making multiple videos over and over again, to the point that it's not even a thing of what the girl said no more. It's a thing of only you saying it. You are messing
Do
your
you
own
think that
platform up at that point.
YouTubers do you think YouTubers should be held responsible for what
I think all
interviewees
people should be
come on their
responsible for
platform
lying.
and
Your
state?
mama taught you not to lie. Your daddy taught you not to lie. We teach our children not to
On
lie. I don't care what your profession is. Don't lie to me
Okay, on
and don't
a
lie on
serious
me.
note, do you think that YouTubers should be held liable for what interviewees come on their platform and say?
No, nobody is liable for what somebody else say. So that was my point. She should have never went on to continuously repeat what that girl said if she wasn't gonna repeat it in the context of Star Marie said. The moment she took that on
Mm.
as something she believed and something that she was saying, it became a her thing. She could have just passed this all off to Star Marie and let her be sued, because she's the one that brought it up. People are missing the fact that it became a game to her. She did not care. She was purposely like lighting the fire so she can get where she is. I understand completely what she did, because we see politicians do this all the time. We just witnessed somebody become president by tricking people into thinking that, oh, the whole world is against me, so you should be with me. Y'all have to be careful. Like the Bible tell you to be careful of people like this. People that get in your mind and make you think what you see is not a reality. This woman came on and said that Lisa Ray and the Brat were lovers and not sisters. Come on, bro. That's
Okay,
crazy.
okay. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie here. I really got knocked off of what I'm supposed to be doing. So what I'm gonna ask you two to do, because I like the dialogue between the two of y'all, put yourselves on mute for a second, put a pin on this, and I'm going to allow Girly Maul and Myra to go ahead and say what they gotta say. Cause I was actually enjoying this dialogue. I wasn't even supposed to be enjoying nobody's dialogue like that. It was supposed to be 5 minutes and your ass is out. That what it's supposed to be. But child, y'all go ahead, Girly Maul. What's up, girl? What's going on?
Hey, Scotty. I've been watching you for years. The first time I done called in, so thank you for taking my call.
Alrighty, let's
Um,
go. Let's talk.
I am a registered nurse. I'm certified in critical care and trauma, and I will tell you that HSV. If you take the test and you have it in your system, you're going to pop positive. The only difference is
Actually, the
that
same
if it's on your lip,
as Cardi
you
B.
have the HSV1, they say, and then if it's below the belt, you have the HSV2. If someone does have it on their lip and they give you oral sex, you can catch the HSV2. So they just differentiate when it's above the belt and below with 1 and 2. But if you have the virus anywhere in your body, it's going to pop positive on that antibody titer test that you take. And so I have a little bit of a different opinion about this whole Tasha K thing. Um, so I think that she is just following along with everything that's happening in the world. Look at Fauci. I mean, it was 2 weeks to flatten the curve. You know, everybody's lying to us. And I'm grateful she did not pick a commoner like you or me to go after. I mean, she went after a big celebrity, as Everyone does. I mean, I'm
Mm-hmm.
not saying that what she did was right, but that was her way to capitalize and make money like other people do. America is capitalism. And so far be it by me to say, okay, no, you shouldn't do this and do that. I know I wouldn't lie. But if that's how, you want to get your money, that's on you. It does feel just a tad bit hypocritical for us to get on here and say, oh, wag our fingers when we were all entertained by the mess. I mean, I do think that as a society, we can judge. We can, we become jury members. So we do have that right. But I don't feel like we should have all this aggression. I mean, Tasha K doesn't care about what any of us are saying. She's living her best life. Thank you for the entertainment. And I would not do this, but you did it and you made your money. So, hey, you're doing just like the capitalists in the world are doing. So I can't get mad at her if I'm not going to get mad at Biden or Fauci or anybody else. I mean, I can say I would never do that, but that's about all I can say. I'm not going to wag my finger at this beautiful dark black woman, as all of us are, white people, Chinese, Indian, these beautiful people. We all make mistakes, we all make our choices. And that's just what I had to say on it.
All righty then, girly ma. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for coming up, and I appreciate it.
Thank you.
I'm gonna allow these next two callers come up, and I see somebody who already came up here is in the back too. So I'm gonna let her come up when the other two is done. So once again, thank you, girly ma. Thank you once again for coming up. Um, okay, Myra, you're next. What's going
Hey,
on?
hey, Scott. It's actually Mira. That's my
Oh, child, you just
my
what's your
queen name is
name?
Mara, and I'm Mira.
Oh,
It's Mira and
oh,
Mara, but
okay,
either
okay,
way, it doesn't
okay.
matter.
So I butcher name, so you got
Okay,
that
that's
correct.
okay. Okay, Scott, I love your show. I'm at work right now, so that's the reason why I'm not on cam. But back to the young lady who came before the other girl when she was really breaking down when she first started the video.
Mm-hmm.
I am, what is it? I was new to Tasha K way back then. I remember those videos. And that young lady is telling the truth. She did do an interview, but what Tasha K messed up at when she started insinuating that she had that type of STD. Tasha K should have took, the main thing is Tasha K lied. I don't feel bad for her. $3.4 million, that's a lot of money. I think Tasha K overplayed her hand. I feel like Tasha K did a lot of this to spite Carly because she just hated Carly. I'm a Nicki fan. I like Carly. But when you get to the point that Tasha K was at, you know, doing all this, and I feel like Carla have given her numerous of times to take the video down, stop talking about her. Tasha kept going, and I'm with the other lady. Tasha K kept making videos back to back, back to back, back to back. I got so tired of it. I said to myself, what is she doing? Like it was becoming very spiteful. So Tasha K, watching her tonight, I felt like she felt like she was defeated, but she didn't. I saw that she was like tired, she was over it. But this is not a winning thing for Tasha K. I don't even know what to say. Like $3.4 million. Where are you gonna get that money, Tasha? You need to, and then you're still talking. You still egging it on. You ain't learn your. She have not learned her lesson at all. But Scott, I'm gonna go ahead. You go ahead. You can go ahead and bring the other two ladies back because I love that dialogue. I don't feel bad for her at all, and I am a black woman, a dark skinned woman, and that has nothing to do with it. Because Carly gave her numerous. She have everything that anybody who 1 million subscribers. But look at what she about to lose because she kept running that mouth. But all right, Scotty, you have a good night.
All right, thank you so much
Uh huh.
for calling in. All right, Jace, my boy Jace, you're next.
Hey Scotty, how are you? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good. I can hear you good.
Okay. I know you requested that I come on. I'm not exactly sure what you wanted me to say, but I can't say, like, I'm hearing a lot of your callers, a lot of the statements from them, and I can say, like, I do have a law degree. I'm currently not
Mm-hmm.
practicing law, but this was the area of law that I was going into. Um, So as far as defamation, there are like 4 different things that you have to prove, and I keep hearing all these different things, and people really don't really know what the elements are. So the first thing is you have to prove that that the defendant, which is Tasha K, published a false statement, which
Mm-hmm.
she did that clearly via YouTube. So that's an easy element to prove. The second is that they actually defamed the plaintiff, which was Cardi B.
Mm-hmm.
That's easy to prove as well. The third thing is you have to determine their fault. And as far as there's, it's called a pro se or whatever, but certain little things that come about where you don't have to necessarily prove the damages and shit like that, which is if you say somebody has like a serious disease, which is herpes, clearly clear cut, and also if you like say like R. Kelly type shit, like serious criminal allegations, rape. Or, I'm sorry, I'm not even supposed to say that on here.
Yeah.
But it was such an easy and shut case, and I don't understand where all these people are coming from that don't really know how easy this is. And I'm just like, a person who just graduated from law school could have won this case because it was so simple. And then the fact, oh, also another element I forgot is that you have to prove that false statement. And there's 2 ways to do that. A person literally knowing that it's intentionally, they came out and intentionally said a statement, they knew that it was false, or either they weren't exactly sure and they went on ahead and said it anyway. Tasha got her ass up on the stand and literally proved that element herself by saying, I knew this was false and I was just doing it to get clout and money or whatever she said. So she going through this appeal process, that's the only thing that's going to just slow down the process and prevent Cardi from getting her money up front. Because if she didn't appeal it, you know, she would have to pay now. So by appealing it, you slow down that process. And there's no telling how long that's going to take before she even gets to appeals court. So yeah, I'm over this. And the whole thing with everybody jumping on Cardi, talking about, oh yeah, Cardi's been problematic as well. Yeah, she may have, but there's a difference between blatantly telling a lie and defaming someone versus just out here saying bullshit in the street that's not necessarily tarnishing anyone's reputation. So there is definitely a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Defamation is illegal. It's simple as that. And I watched about 3 or 4 minutes of that live that Tasha did, and I said, this bitch isn't taking any accountability on anything she said. Why am I listening to this? And then you trying to spin the whole black woman narrative and freedom of speech. Yeah, you can have freedom of speech, but you can't just intentionally lie on people. That's bullshit. So that's all I had to say, Scotty. I don't know if you had any specific question for me.
No, I didn't. I just saw what you were saying in the chat, and I just wanted you to come up here because I like you. So that's it. So
I have a question for him if I can ask.
Yes.
Okay, so when it comes to the fact of her getting on the stand and saying that she lied, but people still saying that she still has, you know, herpes and she didn't lie or whatever, and then her getting on her live today and insinuating that judges were paid off even though they have the text proof because somebody's in the courtroom is taking down everything she said. They have that on record that she admitted to it, and then she got on there and said that everybody was paid off. Can you get in trouble for insinuating that somebody was paid off like that? Like, that could ruin people's careers, especially because she keeps talking about a machine, but we're acting like the Barbs are not a machine. They are the same machine, people.
Oh, wow.
That will definitely hurt her in her appellate case. I would, and I can't like really give legal information or advice or anything like that. But like that would definitely hurt her in an appellate court because all Cardi's team has to do is bring that video up, and that's literally contradictory. So you have it in the manuscript, which that's gold right there. So you already are on record saying that shit. But then you come back and then you say, oh, that these people are paid off. Like you're still in the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And that's not going to make you look favorable in your appellate court.
But is it really BS when that's not unheard of? I mean, we just watched a documentary with R. Kelly paying off his victims and their families.
Yeah, but they had proof
and
that
him
that
having
happened.
I know, but him having a relationship with the police department, which protected him. So we really can't say that that's too far-fetched. I think from what he said tonight was that Tasha's nail in the coffin was her getting up on the stand and admitting that
Absolutely.
the things that were admitted in her in Star Marie's interview were a lie, and that she actually published verbal language which said that Cardi B had herpes. So those are the two things that did her in.
Absolutely.
That's the
She
only
took
thing the
that.
case was about. Like, that's why I'm just kind of confused
Exactly.
that people are arguing about it because she lost, because those are the only thing the cases are about. Like, yes, if somebody do wrong, they need to, get their justice for their wrong, but we have to stop conflating issues because it's really causing harm to our community. And like, a lot of people want to act like, oh, this is YouTube or social media, but like, pay attention to the comments. Some of these people think this stuff in real life. Like, they're walking around with these attitudes, with these energies, and doing these things. It is our job to correct our people, not to excuse them. It is our job to say, I demand more of you. I like Tasha K. I liked watching her, but I had to subscribe at one point because it got to the point where I'm like, okay, it's making me feel a way to watch you say certain things about people because people's parents, people's children, the people of their community have to watch you saying those things. So how are y'all really being like, oh, I'm still going to support this black woman? Supporting of a black woman is to say you are wrong and I demand better of you. So yes, we got to hold YouTubers to a standard. I would like to be I would like to be on my platform on YouTube and be great one day. So I want people to tell me when I'm wrong. The same way people are dragging Portia Williams because she was wrong. Why is that a difference? It's no difference there. Even when it comes to the machine and people saying, oh, she got a machine. The barbs are a machine. But when people say that, I watch y'all get on people's lives and attack them, degrade them, drag them through the mud. But you're not understanding that it is, you might not have cared what Tasha K said, but there is an army of people who hate that woman solely because she had a problem with somebody else that don't got nothing to do with them. And those people every day in and day out was dragging her. We have no idea how that feel because we are not famous. So to sit here and be like, oh, it's famous people, so it's okay, it shouldn't matter. Yeah, it does. Like, what? Like, come on. Like, that's not even making sense. Being famous or not being famous, we are people. And if we excuse her from doing it to famous people, she'll start doing it to up and coming people. Because what happens
I
when
think that,
you
but
wake up
I
tomorrow
think
and
that
you in the news and you popular for something and she want to drag you? Like, it has
I
to
think
stop
that a lot of
somewhere.
people, I think a lot of people's opinion about this case has a lot to do with the way they felt about Cardi before this happened and Tasha K before this happened. But we
Exactly.
can't deny that. I really do believe that to be true, but we can't deny that celebrity does have an impact on it. One of the things I did want to asked was, so when you talk about YouTubers, because what I see is the big picture and how this affects YouTube and possible censorship. So when you talk about YouTubers publishing information on their channels, right? You know how YouTubers, they put titles up of videos. They also will put certain titles up on their thumbnails. Do you think that they need to be very careful from now on about what is published in that verbal language, in that text?
Can I?
Abs-
Because
Um,
absolutely.
it sounds like that was what also got her in trouble.
Can I?
yes.
Can I
Absolutely.
take
Cite your
this
That's
one?
what
sources.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm gonna just. I can hear you. I'm gonna just say this again. Like I've said before, and just like Melanie Manson has said before, cite your sources. You learn this in school. When you're writing a paper, you must always cite your sources so they know that you are not taking somebody else's work and just putting it into your paper, because
And
then you're not only are you cheating, you have also done some I forgot what it was, but you're cheating at this point. When it comes to YouTube,
plagiarism.
yeah, plagiarism.
Mhm.
You're plagiarizing somebody else's work. This has already been a thing when it comes to citing your sources. That's why most YouTubers that you see, Scotty included, when they get up here, cite where they
Mhm.
We
got the
always cite our
information from.
sources.
Always cite your sources. When it
Or
comes to YouTube, and the way that it works for everybody. I've been on every side of YouTube. I'm going to just say that. I got into YouTube very late in the game. So when I did come onto YouTube, just as like somebody who's watching other YouTubers, I saw as things began to change when you have other YouTubers on the other side of YouTube doing crazy things. That's why YouTube starts to crack down on stuff. That's why when you upload a video, you have to say this is not made for kids or this is made for kids. Because people were really out here doing some crazy things that then affected not only big YouTubers, but small YouTubers or up and coming YouTubers, and even people who hadn't started YouTube yet.
And I want to add to the context of citing sources. I hear a lot of people saying you don't got to cite your sources and that lingo, that language. And I don't think y'all really understand what that implies and what that's tied to. That's about journalism when people are in times of war and things that could get people hurt and stuff like that. Like that doesn't cover everything. That doesn't cover, oh, he said, she said. You can't use that and be like, oh, I don't got to tell you who told me that, especially when you're in court. When you're asked, you need to say something or you need to plead the fifth. For me, honestly, she should have just got up there and pled the fifth on everything. Because if you're saying you knew the machine was against you and you was gonna lose, why admit to lying? I would have took it to my grave. I would have just paid the money and I'd have been out here doing what I'm doing now and still acting the same way if that was the case. It's clearly not the case. Like, and I it just concerns me that people be letting people on the internet playing their face like that.
Okay, give me 1 second. Nina Bella been waiting for a while, so let's let her let's let her say what she got to say.
I just want to make sure everybody could hear me right quick.
Yeah, you can. You're good. You're good.
Okay, so what's really upsetting to me is that, like, she didn't even apologize to her fans and viewers for the lies that she has spread on many different people. And these people are her fans. They're paying to listen to her. They're paying for those facts. And for her to not even get on live and just say, you know what, I apologize to my fans and my viewers for basically taking your money. Like, you took these people's money and you was lying. I just feel like that was wrong. And I feel like all publicity is not good publicity, period. Like, yeah, this may have brought her views up a lot and gotten her a lot of followers and subscribers for right now, but what about the people that might have wanted to work with you? Now you done jeopardized all of that. So that's how I just feel about the situation. And hopefully one day she'll be able to say, like, look, I do apologize and it was wrong, but I think she needs to just stop while she's ahead, because like she's digging a hole for herself.
You got, I hate to really go back to this, but is it really wrong if I interview someone and don't necessarily believe that they're being truthful?
Yes.
The
Is
wrong
that
part
wrong?
is you repeating it. Like, it's not them. That's what we're trying to say. It's not the fact that Star Marie was the person saying it. It became a problem when Tasha said it. When Tasha said things that she said them to be fact. It's a difference between saying something like, oh, I think. Like, there are a lot of people on YouTube that give their opinions in their scenarios. It's a whole sector of YouTube of people reading shells and completely probably making stuff up. But them people not going to be sued because they say stuff like this is for entertainment purposes. So she knew what she was doing. She was using language that would lead people to believe what she was saying was fact. That's the part that makes it wrong. It wasn't wrong that she asked Star Marie to come on there, because Star Marie can say what Star Marie wants to say and you can go after Star Marie. It makes it a problem when I, Melanin Manson, then say that you, the truth is X, Y, and Z. And don't say Scotty said. I say just out of my mouth that's what it is. That's what made it an issue. That's what makes it wrong. Because you knew, you're admitting you knew it was a lie. And you took the liar out of the situation and let yourself be the liar.
And guys, I'm a hop off of here, but I just want to say this. I'm just kind of piggybacking off of what you said. Yeah, it's claiming it as a fact. That's where Tasha K kind of messed up. If you have some kind of proof, like some kind of medical record or something from some doctor, that then violated a HIPAA violation, apparently, obviously. But if you have some kind of medical record saying, hey, Cardi B has herpes, whatever complex, then she would have won that case. The fact that you don't have actual proof and she took some hearsay and ran with it as a fact, that's what screwed her. And just on the YouTuber situation and how this can affect YouTubers, this has kind of been mentioned already. You guys just need to make sure that you were saying this is alleged, or you're citing your sources, which, Scotty, you are perfect at doing in all of your videos. You have to let it know that this is not something that is coming specifically from me and that you are claiming it as an absolute fact. And y'all are good on defamation when it comes to that. So that's all I really had to say.
All right, thank you, Jace.
I enjoyed it. Y'all have a good evening, all right?
All right, thank you for coming up, Jace.
Good night, y'all.
I'm gonna just use this as
Before you say anything, I'm just letting you guys know. I'm gonna give you guys like about 10 more minutes of dialogue, and then I'm gonna end this because I'm getting sleepy. So y'all got minutes. Go ahead.
I'm actually going to hop off too, and give someone else a chance to pop up here. But thank you so much for the opportunity to come and speak, and thank you for that conversation.
No problem. Thank you.
I'm going to say this about citing sources. I review growing up hip hop. Two completely different things when it comes to this situation. But I say in my video, and it's also in my description box, that everything I say in these videos are my opinions. Everything is alleged. This is not fact. Now, when it comes to this new season and Samantha being arrested, I went looking. I found nothing. I went to his music Facebook page and found that the mugshot, quote unquote, was an album cover. So when I say something about that in my YouTube, I cite my source. I got this from his Facebook page. Here's the screenshot of it. Obviously, this is his Facebook page, not mine, where he says that this is an album cover. I cited my source. I can't get in trouble for this because you said this about yourself. I didn't. Nobody in this case is going to win in this whole situation. Tasha doesn't win because she lost. And she lets her ego get in the way, so she's not taking accountability, which then, with everything she said tonight, is going to hurt her when she goes to appeal. Cardi doesn't win in this situation. Like, I get it. People don't like the lady. Okay, that's fine. That is good for you. She doesn't win because do y'all not think that people have already went and downloaded all of Tasha's videos? All 29 of those videos?
Hold on 1 second. These last two people that just got up here, these are the last two people I am taking, child. I swear I am sleepy as hell at this point. The last two that just came up here, that is it. That is
Okay.
Phone lines are closed at this point. So I'm gonna let I'm sorry, Ren Ricardo, but I'm gonna let the last two say what they gotta say since they just got here. So one of you, whoever wanna go first can go first.
I just want to say, can you hear me, Scotty?
Yeah, you good.
I just want to say, and this is just me being someone who likes to watch Scotty's channel. I'm not a professional. I don't know the intricacies of any of this, but one thing that I keep thinking about is that I don't remember the last time I saw a celebrity gossip blog or any journalist or any sort of media entity actually put out a diagnosis or like someone's medical condition. At least not before that person, celebrity, public figure, whatever they may be, put it out first on a public platform. So when I saw Tasha K do that, it really kind of bells just went off in my head. I saw this going in a different direction. The only thing I would say that I've seen that came close was a male singer, celebrity, was, and I don't know if it ever even got confirmed. It was put out there that he was dealing with herpes.
And I think that was only the case because there was a lawsuit that was filed against him by a private entity accusing him of knowingly spreading it. And again, I don't even know if any of that was ever confirmed because there was a whole bunch of hoopla with that. But because lawsuits are public information, that's how that got out. So I think we have to consider the lines. There seems to be, I don't know if there is laws or because I don't think HIPAA extends to that level, but there's clearly a standard in which media goes about things. And whatever standard that is, Tasha K did blatantly violate it. So that's all I had to say.
All right, Carmen, you're next.
Hey, so I just wanted to say that Tasha K's the confusion I feel that's happening is that Tasha K took upon a role of press. And as anyone in press, there are rules that they have to abide by. They cannot say anything that they want to say. I believe in certain areas it also requires oaths to be taken as well. Um, that is why if you look at the beginning of YouTube, a lot of people in the press world were talking badly about YouTubers because they didn't have to abide by the same rules and regulations that they have to abide by. So if you're going to be a YouTuber and you're going to act as a source, therefore declare yourself as a press source, you have to then be willing to take upon those responsibilities because newspapers get sued all the time. But they have legal departments in place to defend them when they get sued. The Times gets sued all the time. These newspapers we see on the newspaper stands, they get sued all the time by celebrities, but we don't hear about it because they have legal sectors in place to take care of that. And also, it really doesn't matter that Tasha K lied or not. That's not really the case. The problem was that she did something that could financially hurt Cardi B. That was really the case. And that had a lot to do with why she lost. And you can tell the truth about someone and still lose a defamation of character lawsuit. If you think about Harvey Weinstein, they knew that he was doing what he was doing, but newspapers would not put out the story because they knew that the people who were being assaulted would not stand in trial. So then they would have to be sued by Harvey Weinstein and they would lose, even though they were telling the truth because they could not prove it. So when you go to court based off something you say, even if you're telling the truth, if you can't prove it, you're going to lose. Lance Armstrong, they knew for years that he was doping up to win those races, but he actually won a defamation of character lawsuit against the London Times because no one was willing to get on the stand and prove that they saw him take those drugs. So you can still tell the truth about someone and be sued through a defamation lawsuit and lose. You just if you're going to operate as press, you need to be willing to put in the structure so that you can defend yourself. And unfortunately, she just didn't have the right structure. And I don't agree with what she did, but we need to take out the emotions of this because it's not really about the emotions. It's the fact that she's operating as press, putting out fact about someone that could financially harm them. That's all I have to say.
All right, thank you, Carmen, for calling in. I also want to thank the other callers for calling in. Yeah, I'm about to end this, y'all.
Okay.
I can't
You get you some sleep. You've been up all day.
Yes, child.
And you gotta work.
Yeah.
Nobody
Yes.
wins in this case. That's about it.
All right then, you guys. Let me go ahead and do my closing. What is it? My closing statements or whatever. But thank you all for calling in. Listen, you guys, I really had a great time with you guys tonight. I'm definitely tired. I have been up since 7:30 this morning. Okay. I spent 4 hours at the dentist, 4 hours at the dentist. I spent 1 hour waiting at the pharmacy to get my prescriptions. I came straight home after that. I did 2 videos back to back. I did an interview right after. And about 10 minutes after the interview, I came up here. So I've been working. I've been working all day. And guess what? I have to get up at 6 in the morning to be at work at 7 in the morning. Your boy's tired. Okay? My mouth is kind of sore because I got these temporary crowns in my mouth for the next 3 weeks. So I am tired. But before I go, if you are just tuning into my channel tonight, I hope you click that subscribe button. Please click that subscribe button. I just hit 29K today, okay? My goal is to hit 30K by my birthday, but if I don't hit 30K, I will be happy with being close to 30K, at least halfway to 30K. So just help me get to my goal, okay? And my birthday is February the 12th. So that means I got like 2.5 weeks before I need to be at 30K. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, if you're brand new, just click the subscribe button and I take care of you. I entertain you. I do it all. You know what I'm saying? Lit lives like this one, panel shows, all of that stuff. I just want to thank everybody for tuning in, y'all. And I am about to fall asleep. I'll talk to you guys later. I am out of here. Peace out.